Hello everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are going to be discussing the top 5 coziest games on Steam in my personal opinion, and I'm super excited, so let's jump right in. Of course, we have to start with what is easily one of the most popular cozy games in the world, Stardew Valley. The simple farming game has had the gaming community raving over it for years now, and for good reason. It has adorable pixelated graphics that almost give it a retro gaming feel, a relaxing soundtrack that fits the vibe of the game perfectly, a great storyline that's brought to life by an array of unique characters, and a wide spectrum of options within the gameplay that allows you to play for as long as you want, and start as many saves as you want and never get bored. I can go on and on about this game, but I'll try to keep my fangirling under control for the sake of this video. Just trust me though, this is the cozy game to try if you haven't already, and if you've already played it in the past, this is your sign to play it again, because there was just a massive update that added a lot of new stuff to the game recently, and I still haven't gotten through all of it, and I've been playing it pretty regularly. Next up on my list is Dinkum, which is another one of my personal favorite cozy games. In fact, I play this game fairly often on my Twitch streams, and I have made multiple gameplay videos of it on my YouTube channel as well. For those who don't know, Dinkum is a game where you live on an island that's inspired by the Australian outback, and the gameplay is very straightforward. You just work on building your home and improving your town. Plus, as you progress, you unlock more and more townspeople and businesses that really help out with the gameplay and money-making aspects of it. In a way, Dinkum is very similar to Animal Crossing, except for the fact that Animal Crossing is a little bit more animal-centric. But I'm sure you can see why I think that cozy gamers would love it if they give it a chance. I think it is a little bit more underrated than some of the other games on this list, but Dinkum is definitely a very cozy game that I am in love with and that I think should get a lot more appreciation than it does. Next up on our list, we have good old number 3, which is Traveler's Rest. Traveler's Rest is similar to Stardew Valley, but instead of running a farm, this game focuses more on running a tavern. Of course, there are some farming elements as well, since you can grow ingredients to make your own food and beer to serve in the game. But additionally, you can grow relationships with NPCs in the game, decorate your tavern to fit your taste, hire employees, and etc. Plus, it can actually be quite challenging, especially in the beginning when you're managing everything in the tavern yourself. As you get more employees and help around the tavern, it does help out with making the game a little bit easier, but the chaos can get really real when you have a lot of customers and it's just you. But if you're looking for a cozy game with plenty of opportunity for progression, this is a great option for you, and it's one of my personal favorites in my own library, so I highly recommend that you get it even if you just want to try it out for a little bit, because it is super duper fun. Coming in at number 4, we have Terraria, which is an oldie but a goldie, at least in my opinion. In Terraria, you navigate and explore a pixelated world full of resources, mobs, and NPCs. And there's lots of ways to make your world your own through decorations, custom-made buildings, and decisions you make as to what to decide to prioritize. Now, Terraria can be quite challenging, sometimes to the point of feeling more stressful than cozy, but there are different settings that you can adjust to make it less or more difficult, so if you wanted to settle in for a relaxing night of gaming, you could just start an easy save, which is personally my personal preference when I play Terraria, but I don't know what you would prefer when it comes to cozy games. Some people do love a challenge, which is why Terraria is a perfect fit for a more challenging cozy game. Lastly, on my cozy game list, I have Planet Zoo, a game that's very similar to Zoo Tycoon if you've played that before, except it's a little bit better, because it's significantly more detailed and that makes the experience a lot more immersive. Obviously, the gameplay revolves around managing a zoo, creating custom habitats for each animal, and of course taking care of their needs. And something about it just feels very cozy to me, partly just because the animals are so cute, and you know I can't resist cute animals. Also, for those of us that grew up playing Zoo Tycoon, this game can bring up a lot of nostalgia because of all of the similarities that the two games have, and honestly, what's more cozy than that? If you've made it this far into the video, then I have a bonus cozy game for you. It's called Unpacking. Unpacking is a short puzzle game where you, well, unpack. It's a very simple premise, but it's very relaxing and cozy. And an added element to the game is that you actually start to learn a bit about each person you're unpacking for, even though you never actually meet the characters. In my opinion, this game doesn't have much replayability, which is why I didn't officially include it in this list, but it is very fun to play through one time, maybe a couple others, if you space it out enough, and it does fit the vibes of this video perfectly, so I still wanted to mention it, although it is just an honorable mention on this list and not an official part of it. And there you have it, everyone, my list of the top 5 cozy games on Steam right now. And I hope you were inspired to play some of them, whether or not you've tried them before. And I'd love to hear what your favorite cozy games are down in the comments, and even just what some of your favoriteest games are. And if there are any games you want to hear me give an opinion on or review, or even just do a short gaming video of, do leave them down in the comments down below. I love getting suggestions for games to play, especially if they are cozy, because cozy games are my favorites. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!